I think they can be your friends in the future. I think we're probably at the making friends stage.
But they end up rushing into it and not really thinking about the charm and charisma required to make a bot feel like a person.
I think they have the potential to be a great friend if used in the right way.
I think there's cases where humans are probably better placed to have that kind of customer interaction, but I think they can be hugely beneficial.
It can massively improve the time it takes to get back to people, and there's a direct impact on the amount of revenue that firms can generate from that.
We can create experiences as agencies and brands that feel very personal. The fact that they're automated isn't so interesting, but the fact that you and I and everyone else will be able to get our own personalised individual experience with a brand, I think that's really going to change the way that marketing works.
I think the critical thing with getting the automation right is probably pairing it with human interaction as much as is appropriate. So there's times where an interaction might want to go off and it be passed to a real human, whereas other times where you just want a quick response and a bot on its own will do.
I think first of all you need to understand your customers really well. So start with some simple insight and start testing and learning around that insight to see how people respond.
Small tests, spending the least amount of time, money and effort to test if a certain area of automation will work. Either stop doing it if it doesn't, pivot if you want to do it slightly differently, but if it does work then you can scale.
Automation can't replace the human touch, and I think in instances where people need that little bit more care and attention, you do need the human.
At times getting a sympathetic response is all that's needed, and sometimes a human's best for that.
We certainly still look at humans as a way of helping our customers, and we don't automate all of that at the moment.
Most automation works well at the moment for a task that takes roughly a second. If it takes a human brain a second, the process will do that task. You can see that automation will fit in there, but if it's longer than a second, it starts to get a bit sketchy, and I think they will gradually grow and pick up speed.
I think we're very much still at the infancy stage, but what we've seen examples of is the amount of customer interactions that we're seeing on customer service on a platform like Twitter has doubled in the last 2 years, and so we're seeing bots are really starting to fill the gaps and help provide better service.
I think there's so much potential, that there's a lot of growing up to do for us in the way we use it, but also I think it's a channel that will really evolve.
I think bots are tweenies. I think they're probably just about to hit puberty. Don't think they're quite there yet. So I think there's definitely a way to go. They're probably 9.